For more than 2 decades, Gong Yoo has been known as Korea's most eligible bachelor, a figure of mystery and magnetism whose every move was followed with curiosity. At 46, many fans had come to accept the idea that he might remain forever unattached. The eternal bachelor who belonged not to one woman, but to an entire nation of admirers. And yet, in a moment that stunned Korea and rippled across global entertainment headlines, Gong Yoo finally said "I do." Even more astonishing was the identity of his bride, none other than the equally iconic actress Soo Jung, a star whose timeless elegance and quiet strength have made her one of the most respected figures in Korean cinema. The revelation that these two legends had tied the knot sent the entire country into a frenzy, an emotional roller coaster of shock, joy, disbelief, and celebration. The announcement came with little warning. One morning, fans awoke to see breaking news banners flashing across every major television network, headlines flooding digital platforms, and social media trending hashtags screaming the same message: Gong Yoo had gotten married. As the details unfolded, the reality became even more dramatic than fiction. This was not just another celebrity wedding. It was the kind of love story that felt as though it had been scripted by destiny itself, unfolding slowly across decades and culminating in a wedding that will forever be remembered as the wedding of the century. The legend of Gong Yoo has always been one of paradox. A man who commands attention yet shuns the spotlight, who has built an entire career on roles that resonate deeply with audiences yet maintains an intensely private personal life. From the moment he first captured hearts in Coffee Prince, to the global phenomenon of Train to Busan, the role of the lonely goblin in Guardian, Gong Yoo represented the archetype of the romantic hero. His characters longed for love, battled loneliness, and carried unspoken burdens, and in a strange way, those roles mirrored the man himself. Fans often wondered, was his real life as lonely as the characters he portrayed? Why did someone so adored, so admired, remain single as the years passed? Every time rumors emerged, linking him to co-stars, models, or mysterious acquaintances, they fizzled out quickly, leaving fans with nothing but speculation. Meanwhile, Soo Jung carved out her own equally remarkable path. If Gong Yoo embodied the archetype of the charismatic bachelor, Soo Jung was the eternal muse, the actress who seemed untouched by time. Her breakthrough in "I'm Sorry, I Love You" made her a household name. But she never confined herself to one genre. She balanced commercial success with critically acclaimed art house projects, building a reputation as a fearless performer. And much like Gong Yoo, she carefully shielded her private life, giving little away beyond her performances. Others occasionally paired her with co-stars, but none ever confirmed. Her aura was one of mystery, elegance, and self-possession. What makes this union so extraordinary is not only the fact that two of Korea's most private and admired stars chose each other, but also the suggestion that their love story was written long ago, in ways the public only half suspected. For years, whispers circulated about their closeness. Fans noticed their chemistry during interviews, spotted them at the same social events, and speculated about the possibility of something more than friendship. Yet both actors maintained silence. Time erased the questions. It was only in hindsight, the wedding announcement, that fans began piecing together clues. That photograph from a film festival where they exchanged a knowing glance. That interview where Gong Yoo praised Soo Jung's artistry with unusual warmth. That vague comment from an insider about two top stars who see each other quietly. The puzzle pieces suddenly fit. Understand why this wedding has shaken Korea so profoundly. One must consider the cultural weight of celebrity marriages in the country. In a society where idols, actors, singers often seem larger than life, their unions carry a symbolic power beyond personal happiness. When Gong Yoo and Soo Jung announced their marriage, it was not just two people promising their lives to each other, it was the convergence of two legacies. Two careers that had shaped the modern era of Korean entertainment. For fans who had grown up with their dramas and films, the wedding was like the closing of one era and the opening of another. The secrecy surrounding their courtship adds another layer of fascination. According to industry insiders, began reconnecting several years ago, meeting quietly through mutual friends and rediscovering the spark that once seemed fleeting. Unlike many celebrity romances that play out under the harsh glare of tabloids, their relationship was carefully guarded. They met in discreet cafes, avoided public vacations, confided only in their most trusted circles. In a digital age where every gesture is scrutinized, the ability to maintain such privacy is almost miraculous. Reflects not only their determination to protect what was theirs, so the maturity of two individuals who understood the fragility of love under public gaze. When the wedding announcement dropped, the internet erupted. Hashtags like Gong Yoo wedding, Soo Jung bride, wedding of the century trended globally within minutes. Communities flooded with messages of shock and excitement. Some fans admitted to tears of heartbreak, confessing they had secretly harbored hopes of Gong Yoo remaining forever single. Others rejoiced, declaring this marriage the most beautiful ending possible for their favorite star. International media picked up the story, amplifying the frenzy. Headlines in Japan, China, even Hollywood trades highlighted the significance. Two of Korea's brightest stars, finally united. Anticipation then shifted to one burning question: what would the wedding itself look like? Details trickled out slowly, tantalizing the public. Suggested an intimate yet luxurious ceremony. Guest list that read like the credits of a blockbuster drama. Actors who had worked with the couple, fellow actors who admired them, and even global celebrities who became friends over years of international festivals were reportedly invited. The location was said to be somewhere exclusive, shielded from drones and paparazzi. Breathtaking in its beauty. Fans could only imagine Gong Yoo in a classic tuxedo, Soo Jung in a gown radiating timeless grace, exchanging vows under candlelight while the industry's elite looked on in awe. The big day finally arrived. Reports describe the atmosphere as nothing short of magical. The ceremony was held in a private estate on the outskirts of Seoul, where security was tighter than at a film premiere. Guests were required to leave their phones at the entrance, ensuring the sanctity of the moment. Inside, the venue had been transformed into a dreamscape. White orchids draped from ceiling to floor. Candles flickered along the aisles. Strings of live music filled the air. The couple walked hand in hand, their smiles radiant, eyes brimming with emotion. Gong Yoo, tall and impossibly elegant in his tailored tuxedo, looked at Soo Jung as though she were the only person in the world. She, in turn, glided down the aisle in a gown of understated grace, lace trailing behind her like whispers of time itself. The guest list was a who's who of the entertainment world. Actors who once co-starred with the bride and groom sat in hushed awe. Actors like Kim Ji-woon and Lee Yoon-bak were seen wiping away tears. Even global stars, friends made through international festivals and collaborations, had quietly flown in to witness the moment. What struck those present was not only the grandeur of the setting, but the intimacy of the atmosphere. Despite the fame in the room, the focus never strayed from the couple. Their vows were personal, heartfelt, and profoundly moving. Gong Yoo's voice reportedly broke as he promised to protect her, while Soo Jung's words were described as poetic. Thanking him for waiting, for enduring, for loving her through silence and shadows. As soon as word of the ceremony leaked, fans outside the estate erupted in cheers. Hundreds had gathered just to be near the venue, holding banners, singing oaths from the couple's iconic dramas, releasing balloons into the sky. Online, frenzy multiplied. Fan edits of the wedding exploded across TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Memes emerged comparing the event to a real-life K-drama finale. International fans live-streamed their reactions, crying, laughing, and celebrating as though they themselves were invited. The wedding was not just a private union, it became a cultural earthquake. Advertisers immediately recognized the potential of this power couple. Rumors of joint endorsements surfaced. The brands already competing for contracts that would capitalize on their combined star power. Analysts speculated that the two could reshape the celebrity couple market in Korea, much like how certain Hollywood marriages became marketing empires. In the days that followed, colleagues shared their congratulations. Gong Hyo-jin posted a heartfelt message calling the couple the most beautiful love story I've ever witnessed. Yoona shared a candid anecdote about Soo Jung's years of patience and strength. Lee Dong-wook, Gong Yoo's close friend, reportedly delivered an emotional speech at the ceremony, joking that he had finally lost his roommate in bachelorhood. The messages painted a picture of two people deeply respected not only for their talent but for their humanity. Fans, however, were still divided between euphoria and bittersweet sorrow. Some longtime admirers of Gong Yoo confessed to feeling as though they had lost an irreplaceable fantasy. Yet even those who felt heartbroken admitted that they could not help but admire the beauty of the union. Social media reflected this duality. Countless posts of tears paired with the words congratulations. Thousands of fan letters written online as if sending blessings to the couple. The frenzy was global, transcending cultural and language barriers, uniting people across continents in collective awe. What lies ahead for the couple is a matter of endless speculation. Will they settle into a quiet life away from the spotlight? Or will they continue their careers as vigorously as before? Some believe marriage may usher in new kinds of roles for Gong Yoo, allowing him to embody mature characters that reflect his real-life transition. Others imagine Soo Jung taking on more international projects, with her husband supporting her from behind the scenes. Rumors of children already swirl, though neither has spoken publicly about it. What is certain is that their marriage has redefined what fans believe is possible in the world of celebrity love, that even amidst fame, chaos, and scrutiny, two people can protect something sacred and make it last. The legacy of this wedding is already clear. It will be remembered not just for the glamour or the guest list, but for the profound sense of destiny that surrounded it. Gong Yoo and Soo Jung, two of Korea's brightest stars. Separate yet parallel paths for decades. They grew, matured, weathered storms, built careers that defined an era. And then, timing was finally right. Their paths converged in a union that feels both inevitable and miraculous. As one columnist wrote the day after the wedding, it was not just a marriage. It was history. For the millions who love them, this union is a reminder that love is never too late, that even the most guarded hearts can open, and that fairy tales do not only belong to fiction. Sometimes, they belong to us all.